Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mr. Mo Dynasty. It's episode 41, and we've entered the month of September out of the playoff hunt, but we are going to be playing some games in September to try to boost some of our ratings, including our salary cap. And this episode, we're going to see another low-scoring pitching matchup. Here we go. We start the month of September at 62 and 75, and let's look at the standings. We are dead last in the American League Central for the second year in a row, and the wild card that at one point seemed possible, we're 6 games back. Now, is that impossible? No. We could go on a streak and cut into that lead. After all, the wild card team that is in third right now is 68 and 69, so it's not impossible. But here's why with this event I'm going to play the game. It says playoff play in baseball. Roll D20 in the chart and follow the results. If you do not wish to play the game, simulate to September 29th. Now, it would be real easy right now to simulate September 29th, sim to the offseason and start with year 3. But here's why I want to play the game. On this chart of 20 events, it's all play full games. A couple of them are salary cap ones, and I need to get a roll where the salary cap pops up and we play and I win and we boost the salary cap. That's the only way moving forward I see our team being able to sign some of these contracts that we have. Because right now, when you look at our budget, $56 million is what we're currently spending, and I'm allowed to spend $57 million. Now, in the offseason, we might move up some cap, but there's some contracts that are going to be coming up here that we need to have some more money. So I am going to play these games, not as for the, we can come back and make the wild card. Could we? Sure. But we would have to win like 12 out of 14, things like that. But more importantly, what I'm looking for is to try to get a game where I get the salary cap to go up. So we're going to go ahead and play today's game. And the roll was it wasn't salary cap, unfortunately. It was a playful game plus or minus D10 on expenditure probability rating, which we have been able to get up lately to a 27. So we've made some progress there. I keep getting that one a lot. And then before we play that game, we've got 2 people that we need to bring up to the major leagues. And so I'm going to look at that and then make a decision, and then I'll come back and tell you what I did. Okay, so let's go over some of the changes that we made with the September call-ups. First of all, after hitting very well in the triples, I brought Terrell Tatum back up. Yes, he only hit 145 this year, but it gives us another outfielder Brooks Baldwin can play outfield, of course, but that gives us another outfielder and a lefty outfielder off of the bench. We're going to have Von Brown. We know what he can do. You can clearly see, though, look at our player. You can see why we're struggling in the last 3 weeks. Look at all these cold stuff. That's not good. So that was the first move that we brought up. And then the other move that we did was I went ahead and brought up Hagen Smith. Yes, he struggled early on, but we're probably out of it, so I want to get him some more experience back here in the major leagues, and he's going to take the spot of Prelander Broa, who I'm very pleased with, but his ERA has crept up over the last couple of weeks. Still, he has definitely made an impression this year, much better season than last year, which was just horrendous. So, and let's face it, he's more of a long relief kind of guy with a 3-pitch mix. Who knows, maybe one year he'll learn a new pitch, but right now he's there. That puts him easily in long relief mode. And then in the minors, what I did was I went ahead and moved up Francisco Morales from double. He's proven all he needed to prove in doubles, so now he's going to pitch in the triples, and I'll see how he performs there. And then the other thing I did in the triples is I went ahead and I moved Dunn in the starting spot that Terrell Tatum had, so he'll now get full at bats there. And those are the main things I wanted to go over. And so now we are ready for White Sox baseball. We are going to go with some road. Yeah, let's go with road 1967s. Taking on the Orioles, who are doing much better in this game than they are in real life. And we're going to give them Noah Schultz. We're going to see what he can do. His first opportunity as a player. Looking forward to this. This will be fun to be able to pitch with him. And we're going up against Kyle Bradish, the righty, who's got 12 wins, but on a very good team that are the Orioles. 4.54 ERA. Yeah, look at that lineup they've got. Westberg, Shadowman, then Henderson, O'Neill, Rushman, Mayo, Hauser, Mountcastle, Herstad. Yeah, that's quite a lineup. Now, do we want to give some people some rest here? That's the question. We do have plenty of people to play. And I'm going to go ahead and play Terrell Tatum. He just came up, so we're going to give him a chance to give Evan Carter a break. And let's give Jamie Blair a chance to rest up. And let's put in, of course, Brooks Baldwin leading off. Channel legend Brooks Baldwin with that 196 average. And let's see, is there anybody else we want to give a break to? Sprinkle's hitting well. Maybe Ryan Ward could play first. And then Melendez can get a break in third. And Clifford can play third, if I remember right. No, he cannot. Who can play third? I thought I had somebody that could play third. Brooks Baldwin can play third. There we go. That's why we need Brooks Baldwin. Because now Clifford can play left. And Brooks Baldwin can play third. Although we'd rather him play second. Pulse Montgomery can play third. And Brooks Baldwin can play second. See, Brooks Baldwin can play anywhere. That's what makes him such a wonderful person to have in the organization. And then we're going to rest all of our righties. And we're also going to let Evan Carter get a rest. Okay. Kyle Teal has been slumping. Okay, we could replace him with Pozo. Pozo's hitting 220. Okay, we'll give Kyle Teal a day off. At least for now. Sure, Pozo can hit. Okay, I think we are ready. Let's go ahead and move. Yeah, let's move Pozo to 9th. Okay, we're finally ready for some White Sox baseball. 62-75. Looking forward to this. As we are playing September baseball. Leading off, we have Brooks Baldwin with a career average of 10 stolen base. And we're going up against Kyle Bradish with 5 pitches. His sinker is his primary pitch. He also features a slider, 12-6 curve, 4-seam fastball, and several change. Look at the sky here in Baltimore.
Ball 2.
Take that slider outside. Yeah, the Orioles first place in the AL East, looking to make the playoffs. We, for the second straight year, will not be, although it's many more years than that, but
that's a ball.
Second straight year in this dynasty. Good take there from Brooks Baldwin. He has the eye of a champion. We're going to guess low sinker. Take it if we don't get it. And they're going to call that a strike. Okay, makeup pitch. Okay. I see what we're doing there. Full count. And Brooks Baldwin golfs that in the right field, but it is going to be caught. Probably was ball 4, but the way the umpire called the last pitch, who's to say? Looking at the lineup, you can see Burleson is clearly one of our bright spots. And then Jordan Sprinkle has been a pleasant surprise as we got the call up. He got the call up a couple weeks ago and has performed since he's been here. Back up for the first time in a while, Terrell Tatum hitting a very soft 145. But he was hitting in the triples, and so that's why we're batting him second today, and he is going to get out. That slider is going to be run down, and there's 2 away. That brings up one of the hottest hitters on our team, if not the hottest hitter, Alec Burleson, who's up to 272. What a climb it's been for Alec. Starting the season a little cold. He's been really turning it on over the last couple of weeks. And becoming that person that we made the trade for.
That's ball 2.
As he takes ball 2. Good patience on that slider. It did come across the heart of the plate. Unfortunately, though, that will be an out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the first. They are going to send up Westberg, Shaman, and Henderson. And we get our first look. How I am excited for this. Noah Schultz, the big lefty for us. Opportunities for Noah Schultz to see what he can do in his first big league action. He's going to face a tough lineup to start out with, but I think he's ready. Doesn't have blow-by-you stuff as far as a lefty goes. It's more the junk control pitcher. left that slider over the heart of the plate, and welcome to the major leagues, Noah Schultz. That is an auspicious start for Noah Schultz. He'll always remember where he was. His first batter, he gave up a home run to Jordan Westberg. And Jordan says, you might be able to hang those sliders in the triples, but we are professional hitters here in the show. 4:01, and it's 1-0 Orioles. We're not afraid. We're going to go, nope, we're going to go to changeup action. Good pitch from the changeup. Noah Schultz decides to switch it up. Now we're going to go back to that slider. We make sure not to hang it. Maybe a little over compensating. 2-2 count. And we almost got that changeup by Daniel Sherman. And we get our first strikeout of his major league career. Congratulations, Noah Schultz. Your first major league strikeout, and now you officially have an ERA that's not infinity. Gunnar Henderson in a bat here. And he hangs the changeup. And Ryan Clifford doesn't have great anticipation. That's going to be a double, and we're going to throw it to the... Oh, this is an ugly look for the White Sox. Coach Mo cannot be pleased. Instead of hitting the cutoff man, we give Gunnar Henderson an opportunity to do the sprinklers. He hits a triple. That's going to go down as a triple. That is just ugly baseball. Next up is Tyler O'Neill, and we have got to stop this runner from scoring.
That's ball 2. Ball.
Tyler O'Neill takes a 3-1 count now with Adley Rutschman hitting .434. The runners in scoring position on deck. We get the benefit of the doubt there on the strike. Painted the black, and it's a 3-2 count. That's a ball 4 from Noah Schultz, and he looks a little jittery. He's given up a walk, a triple, and a home run, and he's only recorded 1 out. However, he's just a double play away getting out of this inning. Or, if he could get a strikeout here on Adley Rutschman, he'll take a hit to bring in a run. But that fastball is going really high right now. He's already thrown 26 pitches. Double play ball possibility. Sprinkle, the flip, the throw, and the double play. 6-4-3. What a beautiful scoop. However, Jordan Westberg does get him on. I feel that was a moral victory to get out of that inning with only 1 run. Good job, Noah Schultz. He gives up the leadoff home run, and we're down 1-0. Here's Jason Dominguez hitting .230 on the season. I feel like we've been saying that for a long time this year. Ooh, that sinker was hit on the screws. Unfortunately, 111 off the bat, but early. Yeah, he's been in .230 land a lot this year. Now he's going to drop into .220 something territory. 1 away. Next up, we have Ryan Clifford, who had the misplay and then the errant throw, but he makes up for it maybe a little bit here with the single. There's our first runner. And now we have Ryan Ward. So Ryan Clifford followed by Ryan Ward. The attack of the Ryans here in Baltimore. Ryan Ward takes that, what I'm assuming is a sinker. Yep, at 95. 2-2 count against Kyle Bradish. Ooh, calls that a strike. Yeah, it was iffy. You know, when you have 2 strikes, you got to protect, but I felt like, okay. 2 away, and that brings up Jordan Sprinkle hitting close to 300. Ooh, 12-6 brings up the 12-6 spur, which I don't think we've seen so far. Great time to bring it out, Kyle Bradish. 1-2 count.
That's a ball.
Goes back to the sinker. Yeah, Sprinkle is number 1 on our team in average. Kind of a nice surprise. But he strikes out on the slider. We get our first hit, but no runs. We go to the bottom second. 1-0. Leading off the bottom of the second is Kobe Mayo. Whip out the sweeper for the first time. Oh, that's a good pitch. Kobe Mayo's like, I haven't seen that thrown so far today. That's right, we saved it for you. Next up is Colton Cowser. Now Noah Schultz seems to be pitching with a little bit more confidence. There's that sweeper again. And the slider is off the pitcher, and that's going to be held. Nope, can throw it. Hopefully Noah Schultz is okay. That's not a great way to start your career, getting hurt. And he's not. All right. Let's see if we can get the double play here. And there's a strike to Ryan Mountcastle. And there's the strikeout on the two-seamer. Noah Schultz has done a good job locating that two-seamer in that bottom corner. Eston Kerstad. Oh, where is that ball going? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Throw it where are we? Oh my goodness. This is a comedy of errors today. And we are not helping Noah Schultz out at all. My goodness, what are we doing? We even watched. I don't even want to watch it replay. I'll get PTSD. And there is a slider that hangs, but we will catch it and get out of the second inning. It's been a comedy of errors so far, but we've only given up 1 run. And they're going to say no errors. Sure, we'll go with that. We go to the top of the third. We're down by 1. Colson Montgomery, a 2-time All-Star for this team. He's made the All-Star team both times we have played this year. I thought he deserved it more the first year than this year, but that being said, he was our representative. And he's going to ground out to his counterpart for 1 away.
Got him.
And that brings up Pozo. Yeah, they told us maybe Cal Teal hadn't done that well against righties this year, so we gave him the break. And Pozo was looking to make Coach Mo look good, pulling the puppet strings there. However, he was early, and it's a 1-2 count. That ball was hit pretty well. Got a lot of that sinker. 92 off the bat. Unfortunately, it's a fly out to center field, and there's 2 away. And our offense continues to not put up a lot of runs early on. And now we have Brooks Baldwin at a 1-2 count. Just got a piece of that 96-mile-an-hour sinker. Brooks Baldwin hitting 195. He's going to ground this to his counterpart as well, second base.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. The Orioles have a 1-0 lead. Look at the White Sox. Yeah, it's been a real struggle of late.
That's outside.
We were probably playing with house money at the start of the year.
That's ball 4.
Noah Schultz throws his second walk. Not a good look. As we now are pitching to Daniel Shannon.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Control for Noah has been a little challenging so far today. That's going to be a foul, 2-2 count. Let's go to that sweeper. Oh, he was waiting for that sweeper. Let's not pitch that again. That was a 100-mile off the bat. Wow. Daniel Schneemann is all over everything we're throwing right now. Colson Montgomery. 5,
He's out.
4.
He's safe.
We get the put out at second at least. Nice play, Colson Montgomery. And there's one away. Gunnar Henderson is up. In 3:08. Already has a hit today. And there's Colson Montgomery again. And there's 2 away. Nice job, Colson Montgomery. Flashing some weather over there at third base. Two outs and Tyler O'Neill up, former Cardinal. Trying to get him on those off-speed pitches, which I know he doesn't hit as well. And he gets fastballs. And he goes flailing at the changeup. We've played 3. Noah Schultz, it's not pretty right now, but he's only given up 1 run. Let's put up some offense here. Terrell Tatum, let's go. 2, 3, 4 in our line. Looking for that sinker out of the gates. And he leads off with a, I don't know, is that a high slider or a sweeper? Probably should have let it go. It was a 12-6 curve, a high 12-6 curve. Not looking for that pitch there. One away. And then he comes back with the sinker. And it's a 1-2 count. Come on now, Burleson. You can single-handedly tie this game up with 1 swing in the back. Good foul. And that would have been a strike. That was in the strike zone. Good take, Alec Burleson. Yeah, if it's low, let it go. With that kind of sinker pitch, if he throws low, I'm going to let it. And he's also got that 12-6 curve. If it's already low, let it go. Just like that. There we go. Much better discipline here from Alec Burleson. Force him to throw strikes. And that was off the bat. Will it drop? I don't think so. Yep, they're going to make the catch. And there's 2 away. That brings up Jason Dominguez. For 1 of the day. Once again, Kyle Bradish, a heavy dose of sinkers right in that lower zone. And he got us on the sinker again. We've played 3.5 innings. 1-0 Orioles. Anthony Rushman looks at a 2-seamer high, and the count is even at 2-2. Oh, hung a curveball and a sweeper. Jason Dominguez will make the catch, but Noah Schultz, he is playing with fire right now. A lot of these pitches he's hung and gotten away with it. Yeah, the 2-seamer's doing some work out there.
2 strikes.
Colson Montgomery can't get to that. And that's going to be a 1-out single for Kobe Mayo. On a 1-2 pitch. If he's hitting, I feel like that was a pretty decent pitch. Yeah, pretty low in the zone. And that changeup was hung. Colin Palser gets a single, and now there's first and second with 1 out. And Noah Schultz has got to find a pitch, maybe to get another double play. Ryan Mountcastle. There's that good changeup. Good changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Yeah, he hasn't got any swings on that high fastball. He's not fooling anybody on the high fastball. And there's the changeup. Mountcastle thought about it, swung too late, and Schultz picks up another strikeout. That's his 5th. That changeup has definitely been his friend. The 3-1 count. Can he come back on Heston Kjerstad? He is going to be able to get out of this. Clifford will get under it and keep. Noah Schultz lets on 2, but gets out of it with only 1 single run on the board still. The solo home run. We go to the top of the 5th. It's still 1-0. Yeah, we've got more strikeouts than Bradish. 2 more walks than Bradish, but we've got 5 hits. Yeah, 5 hits and 2 walks. in 4 innings, and yet only 1 run. So we are in this game. Let's go, Ryan. Clifford. The first of 2 Ryans you'll see here in the 5th inning. That was the pitch. Hit pretty well, but did he get a little bit too much under it? He did. 92 exit velo, maybe just a slight PCI placement change would have been the difference between that and a home run. 1 away.
Ball 2.
Ryan Ward looks at ball 2. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a Ryan Ward hit. Let's get one here.
That's ball 3.
Or a walk. With his speed, we
3
take it.
balls, 1 strike. Nope.
And that's ball 4. Good job, Ryan Ward. Then when you get on base, that slider hasn't been very effective down there. That brings up Jordan Sprinkle, one of our few right-handed bats today, hitting 290 plus. What can Jordan Sprinkle do for us here?
Nope. That's
Good
ball.
eye, Jordan Sprinkle. Once again, not really biting on that slider. At least the downward slider. I swing more at the outside sliders than the droppers.
That's ball
Like that one. That was a better slider that I usually swing at, but I did show some patience. And now we're going to guess sinker right here. And only swing if it's there. And there's that slider we normally swing at, but that's back-to-back walks. First 2 he's given up here in the 5th inning, and Colson Montgomery has a chance to do some damage. Colson, he hasn't gotten the slider over, so he's going to go back to that sinker. Be ready.
2
No,
balls,
he went
1
back.
strike.
Well, he did go to a sinker. It kind of looked like a slider. Could have let it hit it, but easier said than done. 2-1 count. Oh, that was your pitch, Colson Montgomery. Got under it, and unfortunately that's going to be a lazy fly ball to right field. I think when we look back at the picture, we're going to see that was the pitch to hit. And Yosel Pozo, yeah, sinker right there. 2 outs. Can Pozo come through?
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that slider's just not working for Bradish, so you got to really zone in on that sinker. And he went back to the slider, surprisingly, but it was down the middle. We're going to hit this off the end of the bat. It's the sinker. Only 85 off the exit velo. No runs for us. We had 2 walks. We're getting 1 hit so far. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Orioles. So Noah Schultz is starting to wear down a bit, and since we do have an extra pitcher, I'm not going to hesitate to bring in someone. The question is, who do we go with? I think we're going to go for a Peasley.
Ball 2.
Ooh. Noah Schultz says, no, I'm a rookie, but where was that pitch? We'll be facing 1, 2, 3.
Aye.
That gets us back into the count. And there's that changeup. Better location. There's that 2-seamer. That's been his best pitch today. That 2-seamer to righties in that bottom corner. That's something he can look back and work on.
Aye.
I will take that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a weak grounder to Ryan Ward at first base.
Out.
And I tell you what, if Schultz can get this out here, 5 innings and only get up 1 run, that would be considered an outstanding performance in your first appearance. Gunnar Henderson slaps that sweeper foul. Another foul ball to Gunnar Henderson.
Nope. That's inside.
And there's that filthy slider. Good pitch. We've played 5. 1-0. White Sox are losing. All right, come on, Brooks Baldwin. 1-1 count. Do I bunt here? I should have bunted with a swing like that. Orioles have 2 relievers warming up, Brian Baker and Yannier Kino. Yannier Kano. Come on, Brooks Baldwin. That is... I don't know why I thought I had somebody on base. That is the first out for Brooks Baldwin. Next up, Gerald Tatum. 0 for 2. 2 flyouts. His average dropping to 140. And it looks like he's going to have 3 flyouts. 2-way for Kyle Bradish, who's looking to get a quality start here. Can Alec Burleson be our first run?
That's ball 2.
He's probably seen the stink of the best. You see the news on the bottom there. White Sox promote Francisco Morales, our 6th best prospect, 74 in baseball, to the triples. That's a 3-1 count. And will I guess pitch or will I ambush? I think I'm going to ambush hit. Oh, I guessed inside. It was outside. Yeah, that's not going to work. Would have been a strike, though. Ooh, that pitch had good run on it as a sinker. Felt like it went more out than down. Felt like a 2-seamer. Still full count. And we're going to get that, and it's going to be knocked down, and the play is made. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0. The question is this all for Noah Schultz? He's gone 5. We've got righty, switch, righty. I think it is time to make a move for Easley. Good job. Good job, Noah Schultz. You went 5 innings. You only gave 1 run. Like, it could have been worse, a lot worse. For your first outing, your ERA will be good. Your whip's probably high. All right, Jonathan Heasley. Let's continue your good job, although you are giving up reverse splits. Righties getting in better than lefties. Let's see what Jonathan Heasley can do here to keep this game at 1-run lead. Going fastball to Tyler O'Neill. I know Tyler O'Neill does worse, though, on the off-speed stuff. So let's give him a slider and strike him out here. And there it was. Not the location you want for the slider. That pitch was so ugly it was good. 1 away. It brings up Adley Rushman. And that hit pretty well to Ryan Clifford, but that will be an out. 2 away. Easily comes up and gets the first 2 he faces. Now Kobe Mayo. Oh, good 12-6 there from Heasley. Let's see if we can finish him off here with the slider. Mayo stays alive. There's the circle change for the strikeout. Heasley comes in 1, 2, 3. Keeps it a 1-run game. Can we get a run? Offense, hard to come by. Oh, they're going to go to the lefty, Cino Perez. Lefty's actually hitting him a little bit better. As we go to the standing to see the Orioles most likely going to make the playoffs. Red Sox and Yankees battling for that wild card. Us, on the other hand, down on the basement again. All right, Jason Dominguez, you're hitting from the right side today. Before he gets this pitcher. Sinker, slider, 4-seam, and curve. Kyle Bradish did his job. 6 innings of 1 hit ball. Did give up that 1 inning of 2 walks, but we couldn't make anything happen. Jason Dominguez strikes out on an ugly swing on the slider. And that brings up Ryan Clifford. And do we want to pitch hit for Ryan Clifford? I think we do. We're going to bring in Jamie Blair. Very good. That righty, a lefty matchup. Come on, Jamie Blair.
Ball. That's inside.
Good patience on that curveball. All right, a very favorable 3-1 count. What to do, what to do. We're going to guess sinker low. And they throw the fastball, which seemed to be a strike, but Cionel Perez doesn't get the call. Bad call. That brings up Ryan Ward, and we're going to also take out Ryan Ward, I think. We're going to bring in Ivan Melendez. Yeah, with the September call-offs, we have an additional batter on our bench, and we're going to take advantage of that. Tying run at first, go ahead and run at second. Ivan Melendez. We're going to call that a strike. Yeah, his average certainly has fallen. He's down to 251. Still been, a very successful year for a Rule 5 pickup, although, at one point he was hitting 300. Since this cooled a bit.
Ball, that's in.
Have a good at bat here. Could easily be 3-1 count. It is 2-2. And that's going to be a hit and run. Stays out of the double play. Runner does go to second with 2 outs. And the Orioles manager will make another move. This time they're going to go to the righty. It's going to be Yenier Cano with a 4.33 ERA. Righty's actually hitting better against him. And we're going to leave in Jordan Springle because of that. Cano features a sinker, circle change, slider, and fastball. And that interesting delivery kind of threw me off. All right, Jordan Sprinkle. And the scatter report of Sprinkle must be pitch him inside. Cano comes in and does the job. We still have only 1 hit, and yet we're only down by 1 run. And Heasley's going to get another inning. We are going to warm up Ray Mata. And we're going to warm up Andrew Watts. But we're going to send out Heasley. He had a good inning last inning. Let's see if we can get Cowser out. 2 for 2 in the day. Good, 12-6. Maybe hung a bit, but he was well ahead of it. And we get him out on the 2-seamer. Colton Cowser retired. 3rd strikeout for Jonathan Heasley. And now he's got Mountcastle where he wants him at 1-2. Good pitch from Heasley. Doesn't get the call. Ooh, almost had him there. That's going to be a full count. There's the circle change. Harmless grounder to Brooks Baldwin. Baldwin makes the throw. 2 away. So far, good outing for Heasley. Can he finish it off?
Nope.
Heasley's also been a nice surprise. Doesn't have a very good overall rating. I think it is 68. But he's going to come in here and get 2 scoreless innings. And we will go to the top of the 8th. The White Sox just put a run across, or maybe even a hit. Colson Montgomery, 0 for 2 in the day. He had a good opportunity in the day. First and second, 1 out.
Ball 2.
And couldn't come through for us. They make up for it here. Circle change. In that location, I am not looking for it. And then the sinker out there, that was good placement. Now that was going to be a strike. Montgomery did a good job fouling that off. Get something better. That ball's going to hit off the end of the bat, and it's going to be caught. Barely. 1 away. Well, Pozo's up, and we are going to make the move for Kyle Teal. We're going to use this bench. We're trying to get that righty-lefty matchup anytime we can. Teal swings on the circle change, fouls it off. Another good pitch. That was probably a strike. And this is going to be a weak grounder to second base. 2 away, and our anemic White Sox offense continues, and it brings up Brooks Baldwin. 0 for 3 on the day. Can Brooks be a spark plug with 2 outs? Fouls off the circle change, and the count is even at 2-2. Yeah, when your leadoff hitter goes 0 for 4, it's not good for your offense.
The count's full.
Good take. 3-2 count. And there's going to be a lot. They were playing the... No doubles defense. That would have been a double normally. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 1-0. They're going to go right, left, right. And I think we're actually going to pitch Heasley against Westberg and then go with the lefty. Oh, what a filthy pitch from Heasley. Probably shouldn't even take him out as well as he's pitching. But they're going to go lefty, and we're going to go with Ray Mata. Good job, Heasley. Heasley goes 2 in the 3rd. Pitched outstanding. We got the lefty-lefty matchup, and Ray Mata is going to come in with his 3.82 ERA. Even though lefties are hitting 3.37, we want him working on lefties. He's got to be better against lefties, and that's one way you can do it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, with his delivery, he should be much better against lefties. And unfortunately, he's going to give up another hit against the left-handed batter. And that brings up Gunnar Henderson.
That's ball 2.
Gunner's going to let that go by. Double play ball, sprinkle, 6, 4,
He's out.
3 on the putout. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Great job, Ray Mata, getting that double play ball. Great turn. Can we break through against their closer? It is number 74 for the Baltimore Orioles. He looks focused. It's going to be Felix Bautista. And we are going to bring in a pinch hitter for Terrell Tatum. And it's going to be Evan Carter. All right, Evan Carter. We traded for you. We believe in you. Your numbers aren't great. It's a 1-2 count. You're facing one of the preeminent closers in the game. Features a 4-seamer splitter slider. And we strike out on the slider that was right down the middle of the plate. I think Batista would like that one back, but we'd like it back. And now Alec Burleson. We are going to warm up for this because we believe. Alec Burleson, can you be better than that? No, we cannot be.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Notice Batista comes in with the tied for the 5th most saves in the American League, one behind 4th place, Munoz. And Burleson down to his last strike.
2-2 the count.
And we get a gift pitch there that had no chance of being a strike. 2-2 count. And he hangs the slider. Did we get all of it? It is off the wall. And Burleson's so slow. We've got to hold it. One of the longest singles you're going to see. Oh, we missed tying it by that much. Let's watch the replay. Oh. Yeah, Burleson's speed is an issue. 18 speed. And we're going to bring in Von Brown, pinch run. That gives us Jason Dominguez with a 1-1 count He's hanging that slider.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that ball is off the glove. And look at that. Von Brown gets us one. You've got one job. That's what that trophy is. We bring you in as a pinch runner. You steal the bag. Good job, Von Brown. And we also took the pitch, which was a ball. And now a runner in scoring position for Jason Dominguez. And now we've definitely got the attention of Felix Bautista. He looks a little bit distracted. Use that to our advantage. You can only throw over there one more time. Let's lead off. And a 100-mile-an-hour pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count. Tying run in the second. And he hits Jason Dominguez. And he is, Bautista, upset with himself. We have definitely got him distracted. So it's going to be Jamie Blair. We brought him in to face the lefty early on. Can he give us hope? 2-1 count. Fouls off the splitter. The count is even at 2-2.
We got
3-2 count. The bases could be loaded with another ball. You got Ivan Melendez on deck. A walk is as good as a hit. And that is a foul ball on the four-seamer. Good job, Jamie Blair. Orioles fans getting a little bit anxious. That ball is hit down the line, but foul. Batista's already up to 21 pitches. And he walks him, and the bases are loaded for the White Sox. And that brings up Ivan Melendez. If you look at all we have left is Lennon Sosa, whose clutch number is 60. Or if we have someone who could play first base, if in a pinch, who do we have that can play first base? We did not have anybody to play first base, so we are going to have to leave in Ivan Melendez. It's a 1-2 count. And he strikes out on the slider. Melendez goes down, and unfortunately we can't get the sac fly, and it's going to come down to Jordan Sprinkle. Jordan Sprinkle. Let's look at Jordan Sprinkle. In the minors, he hit pretty well. That's how he got up here in the second half of the season. So far this year, a 298 average. His OPS is at 847. Only one home run. 47 at bats. He's got a chance to be a hero. Jordan Sprinkle. We've got a 1-1 count. A single would tie it, maybe give us the lead. And no, Jordan Sprinkle is going to pop up. Get out of play. Get out of play. Get out of play. Get out of play. Out of play. The Orioles win 1-0. That's all we are able to scrape up in this game. It is a lowly 2 hits. Noah Schultz, the hard luck loser, goes 5 innings, did have a lot of base runners, but did have 7 strikeouts and only 1 earned run. And yet all we got was 2 hits off of Kyle Bradish. Who is your player of the game? Think about it. The leadoff hitter for Jordan Westburg got a run, and then nobody else scored for them. But we could not put a runner on third base until the very last inning. We had the bases loaded and 1 out and couldn't score. That's a hard luck loss there for our White Sox. We're also going to lose a D10 in expenditure rating. So let's go ahead and roll that bad news. Get that out of the way. Roll the 5. So we're going to drop that by 5 at this time. And that's going to drop our expenditure rating down to 22. The offense continues to struggle with 14 games under 500 now. That's going to do it.
Another low-scoring game. We need to get some offense for this team for next year so that these great pitched games that we have can turn into victories instead of these low-scoring defeats. As always, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.